Hi folks, this is SJ from HonestUsedCarReviews. Today we're taking a look into this 2011 Mazda 2. This car could be briefly resumed as the genderization of the American car culture. Genderization of the American car culture? Well, before all of you feminists, masculinists, or whatever is get on your high horses and declare a crusade against me, please bear for the time of the review. The Mazda 2 is a subcompact car that was introduced in North America in 2010, but its roots date from the 90s in Japan as the Demio. It shares the same platform as the Ford Fiesta, as both companies cooperated on its development, which is quite obviously a good thing for Ford since they did not really have any experience at subcompacts beforehand. This is of course excluding the Ford Pinto for obvious reasons, and also excluding Ford Festiva in the early 90s, which were in fact made by Mazda on the predecessor platform of this one. Mazda did get some good from the deal too. If you've ever seen a 90s or 2000 Mazda, they all share the same common sickness: rust. But this 2011 Mazda, after 4 years, still shows no signs of it. Doesn't seem like much, but try find a 2007 Mazda 3 that wasn't rusted up after 4 years in the Salt Belt. Yeah. This car is small and nimble. It has a typical hatchback look. It also has the Yakuza appearance package. Wait a minute. Oh, Yozora. Of course, we will brand a trim on a criminal organization. Typically, the Yozora package gives a huge spacecraft spoiler and a plethora of number 2 stickers, which makes it quite look like a number 2. At least the stickers were dropped out on this one we have here. The interior on other end is pretty nice. Exactly what you will expect from a car from this segment. Even though it is basic, it still offers plenty of convenience. The usable cargo is about 13.3 cubic feet. It seems low, but in comparison to, for say, a 99 Acura EL, the Honda only scores about 1/10 of a foot more. And to further the comparison between these two adorable economy cars, let's take a peek at their power output. The Mazda 2 grants a loosey 100 horsepower and a functional 98 foot-pounds of torque versus the Acura's 127 horsepower and 108 foot-pounds of torque. The Mazda 2 does give a good run on the Acura, a true toe-to-toe battle between them, the great race of the econo boxes. The only thing that is actually wrong on the Mazda 2 power output is that when you press on the gas and you feel the car is about to start pulling hard for real, it just flats out on the rev limiter. But of course, it is not the point of this car. According to Fuelie, owners can expect around 7 liters per 100 kilometers, or roughly 34 miles per gallon, or 41 miles per gallon, depending on the metric you choose. So now that we got a standard review stuff out of our way, let's get in the juicy part. Genderization of the American car culture. Yes, this car is exactly that. As a car enthusiast living in America, yeah, better. The continent is quite large, so of course it has helped blooming the prevalence of the automobile to amare uscid admare. But the passion to the automobile always felt stuck in a patriarchal think tank. Cars were considered a daunting task to drive, the required mechanical affinity and knowledge to be fully appreciated. And that, as a consequence, led the exclusion of our alter egos. It is only recently that we felt the manufacturer began paying attention to diversify their products to include more than just the half of us. And the Mazda 2 is exactly defined by this wheel. It is not meant for the hardcore enthusiast, but with the Yozora package we can see targets a market segment more aimed on the aesthetics and practicality of the automobile. If you had driven a recent Ford Fiesta, had the chance to experience its spirit and prowess in handling and braking, keep in mind this Mazda 2 has the same exact excitement. And this is a great thing. It allows more of us to enjoy and love our passion. It is great to know we're becoming more inclusive of everyone. And for this, I have to concede to Mazda. They have done a great feat with the genderization of the American car culture caused by cars like the Mazda 2.